Peace up to the family, peace up to the family, wherever you guys might be in this beautiful world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I pray that you guys are doing well. Top of the day, good afternoon and good evening. If you don't know, my name is Brother Samal here at the Artist Journal. You good? You good? Anybody can see? You are good here at the Artist Journal. You are good. You are good. We are good. We are tuning in. This will be like our third to fourth live here in the beautiful country of Kenya. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe to the platform. Today, I want to talk briefly and also offer you guys the opportunity to come in to catch a vibe. If you're on and if you see the title, we're talking about, is religion key for our people's success in the world over? Is religion key for the success of our people as a whole? I'm not here to downplay anyone's religion. If you are Muslim, if you are in fact a Christian, or you study the Eastern faith of Buddhism, Judaism, Hebrew Israelite, even though to be a Hebrew Israelite is not a religion, but for those that are out there that are extremely zealous because you are of the house of Israel, sometimes we take on the spirit that we are in fact the chosen, and that means that we are better than. So today I want to dispel all of these things surrounding religion. This is a conversation about religion versus one's righteous conduct. So we're going to drop the link in the chat. If any of you guys would love to come on and just chop it up with your brother, we are here. I know it's Monday evening in some parts of the world. To other parts, people are at work. It's 12 o'clock in Washington, D.C. So if you don't come in, I understand. I understand. Big, can you drop the link? So, as far as religion is concerned, Samal, are you, in fact, part of any religion? And I'll be the first to tell you hapana. Swahili for no. But Samal, do you believe in the God of creation? Do you believe in the creator of the heavens and the earth? I'm going to tell you, absolutely. That I understand that I couldn't even be alive, talking, moving, having a live on YouTube without being brought here by some intelligent force. So me personally, I have a deep entrenched belief that absolutely, and it is even more so than belief, that I know in fact that there is a creator. What all that entails, I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that all things good, when it comes to life and living, that every living thing, every living organism wants to live. So the creator of the heavens and the earth that I'm talking about is that, I can't say entity, that energy, that force that promotes and enhances life. I did a segment earlier on the same topic, is religion good for our people? Can you be spiritual without religion? I put the video up on Wednesday. For those that want to tune in, I would say, please feel free. Drop me a comment. Let me know what it is that you feel as it pertains to the topic at hand. So when it comes to the area of religion, I feel like all major wars, let's deal with Christianity right now. If you talk about the disbursement of resources, the going into the continent of Africa and reaping all of the benefits of being on that soil. When you look at those who are taking part in that, is the European powers, those that have military armament that go in and position themselves and give you a deal that you really can't refuse. Because if you look around and you see your people in a state of confusion and lacking certain things, if someone comes in and offer you 200 million, you understand, you're not going to turn it down, especially when they say, I'll give you 200 million, but I need 200,000 acres, something ridiculous, and they know that you ain't going to be able to pay off that debt, so they keep you on that string and keep you tied in, and they run amok in your country, so in the name of religion, this is what the Crusades was about. This is what the mid-Atlantic slave trade was all about, family. Them being able to position themselves on the biggest, vastest continent on the planet, the continent that has the most resources and the most intellect, that they can go in and harness the energy from Africa, thus gaining more position on the planet. Gaining more position on the planet. So did religion, is it key for our people? I don't know. I'm going to jump out there and say absolutely not. A lot of people don't know that there are secret vaults in the Vatican. Any major event that takes place on the planet, they have positioned themselves in such a way that everything runs through the Vatican or the Roman Catholic Church. The Pope is a big fish in all of these things. When it comes to the mid-Atlantic slave trade, we understand that it was the Pope who signed off on it. When it came to them dropping an atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, it was said that before they dropped the bomb, they said a prayer to their God. What God will affect millions of people via the dropping of an atomic bomb? But these are so-called religious men that go in and ransack Africa, take all the natural resources, drop a bomb on Japan. You understand? We're not even talking about the Native Americans that's only 2% of them left in America in the name of creating the new world. The new world is at hand. Isn't that what they say that Paul revered? Not Paul revered, but Christopher Columbus, I meant to say. That the new world is at hand. It was a vision that they had, that these European powers set out to implement, to conquer, and to have domain over the planet. You understand? So religion as we know it, is it the key for our people's success? I'm going to say, not that I don't know, but it doesn't seem so. Spirituality, to do that which is good and right in the sight of the creator of the heavens and the earth. For me, that is the key. That I was taught in Israel, actually, by a humble group of Hebrews that says, Simone, the true worship of God is in everything that you do, from the thoughts that you have, to the clothes that you wear, to your actions, to how you treat other people, to the foods that you consume. Every aspect of life, every single aspect of life, right? There's no moment that goes by that you cannot be tuned in and locked in to that which we call spirituality. Well, it is to be locked in intrinsically to that line of the essence of the creator, that he said they breathed into you the breath of life and then you became a living soul. So the mere fact that we are here and we have the ability to communicate with each other in truth and in righteousness, that is spirituality, family. Not some building that you go to on a Sunday, not some mosque that you go to and make salat 5 times out of the day. No. It said that God of the heavens and the earth searches the minds and hearts of men and women. Why does he search the mind and hearts of men? Why? It's a reason for that. That you always got to find yourself doing that which is good and right. Our major teachers in Israel, he said, never forget your purpose. Know your purpose. Right? Damo, what's up, my good brother? What's up with you, my good brother? He said, for in your purpose, you will find life. One of my good brothers, he said that in the midst of all of this confusion, that he understands his purpose. And that is to simply raise the level of consciousness of his people by simply living by example, setting the example, living by it. Anybody can articulate, sound intelligent, and say a bunch of words. But true spirituality is living out what it is that you profess to be. When nobody else is looking, when nobody else is watching, when you're in the comforts of your home, how do you conduct yourself? You know what kind of thoughts do you have, that you have. Are you likening your mind unto a garden? Are you tilling the garden properly? Are you pulling out those weeds, making sure that you understand your soil or your garden is good and ripe, making sure that it doesn't get drowned out by negative thoughts that could inspire you to go into an anti-life situation. I'm not on here preaching, family. We're talking about spirituality, and we're talking about, is religion the key for our people? And I would say absolutely not. The religions of this world has caused major confusion. And there's nothing wrong. If you say that you're Christian, be Christ-like. If you say you are a Muslim, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emulate that. Become embody what it is that the prophet represented. But when it comes to your extended family, when it comes to an extended family that don't really see the world like you do, don't put your nose up in the air toward them like you're better. That is the problem. That I can literally see you as less than, and I'll take advantage of you. That's what religion do. Religion says that I am better than you. The Hebrew faith, the brothers always say that we are, in fact, the chosen of Yah. Chosen to do what? To just say that? Chosen meaning that you are a steward, meaning that you are a servant. For we always understood that the greatest in the kingdom is that who positioned himself to serve people outside of their own scenario and situation. So who is more significant, the servant or the people that you're serving? They're one and the same. They need each other. So again, family, the link is in the chat. If you want to further the conversation, please feel free to jump on the live, come spend some time with the Artist Journal. Let me know your thoughts as it pertains to, is religion the key for our people? I'm interested. I want to know. Give me 1 second, family. Yeah, so Damo, you still here with us? I tell you, family, I'm here in Kenya, and particularly down here on the coast, and you would see bugs that I didn't even know exist. This is, in fact, the cradle of civilization. I done seen ants this big. I done seen spiders the size of my fist. You know, beetles, monkey, like all kind of stuff, family. So, yes, sir, Damo, good topic you have today. Different that is. Appreciate it. Yeah, multitasking on two side screens. Oh, Damo, you was trying to get on? Oh, okay, he's busy. It's all good. So, family, there was a time, like I was saying earlier in my presentation, that there was a time where religion did not exist. And what you had was nature, other species of life, fowls of the air or birds, and you had people. You didn't have religion. You didn't have, I call myself this or you called yourself that. It was just people on the planet, and they interacted with one another and had to learn how to do just that. So what we found that in living life, it felt good to take care of one another. These ants is ridiculous, boy. It felt good to watch someone grow and you impart wisdom and understanding unto them. I know the bugs, they're off the chain, man. Very different. Yeah, man. Damo, the ants, some of them this big. Yes, sir. So we have to tap back in to the ancient paths, the paths where the brethren will come out together and reason together. Oh, that was yours? And reason together and talk about the things of the community at large or the village, you know, over some fire. You know, we would share food. We would have our own cultural dance, the way we dressed, the way we moved as a unit. You understand? These things was vibes. A lot of people in the West, they talk about, man, we're doing it for the culture. I always say, what culture are they talking about? Football games, basketball games, wearing New Balance, wearing tennis shoes, Jordans, that it's not culture. We have gone so far away from where we came from. Malcolm X always said it the best. Just because kittens was born in an oven doesn't make the kittens muffins or biscuits. We was displaced from Africa, family. So our major charge, just like the Muslim community, once in their lifetime, they gotta make Hajj to Mecca. So us being a displaced people, we look up, we speak in English, we wearing foreign Western attire. You understand? And we gotta know that language shapes and molds the way you see the world. So in the areas of God, family, food, dance, it's all from a Eurocentric standpoint. So us as a displaced African people, we must look towards the continent. Shout out, Nerd Over Tech. Peace up to you, my good brother. Peace up to you. We must tap back into our real culture, family, our languages, our dances. When we say, okay, Simone, what's your national dish? It got to be like kenke, banku, fufu. You understand me? Ntaku. How you say that, babe? Toko. Matoke. Matoke. I don't have all the answers, family, but I do know that a plane ticket is the first step. That's what I do know. And for those of you who are chiming in, if you want to come on and spread a little wisdom, please hit the link. Come on, I'm going to be on here. We chopping it up tonight. I feel good. You know, I'm doing some stuff around the house. Got the queen in the backdrop, painting up some stuff. My good brother Ami and his beautiful queen Rukama. We got some plans for the near future that we are looking forward to. Prayfully, they both come down here for the raw vegan retreat that my man Carol Anu out of Washington, D.C. is doing in the month of February for a whole week. So look forward to some advertisement for that. Nerd Nova Tech. Peace up. Shout out to you as well. Damo. Bella, La Vie, what's happening? This is the topic our people need to build on. Feel free to come on board. The link is in the chat. I know you got a host of information to share, La Vie. And also, family, La Vie has a store in Wheaton Plaza, shea butter, creams, teas, crystals, right across from Victoria's Secret in Wheaton Plaza. Impress 08 Mambo to you, family, Mambo to you. So again, the topic today is religion good for our people? It's all good, Levi. It's all good. I'm just here chopping it up. I'm just here chopping it up. And family, the link is in the chat. Again, the link is in the chat. We're talking about religion. Is it good for our people? Or is spirituality?
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Is spirituality for our people? Damo, can you hear me, my good brother?
Yeah. Hold on for a second.
Damo, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Okay, respect, brother. Bella, I'm listening. Okay, cool.
Yes,
Big up
sir.
yourself. Raymond, big up yourself. Damo, what you feeling about today's topic, man? Spirituality or religion? For me, religion has put us in a deeper hole
I'm gonna tell you
because
like this. Go ahead.
it
No,
pit,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
now I'm saying it pits people against each other. My religion is going to always be better than yours. And instead of looking at the bigger picture, we all part of this human experience, this human family. So my thoughts, Damo, is that we got to come together under the banner of truth and righteousness, not what people call themselves. Damo, what you think?
To be honest with you, I agree with what you're saying, but I think at the heart of it all, it gets to um, a little bit of enviousness and wordplay. And I say wordplay because when I was younger, the true definition of religion is the way one lives one's life. And if you think about it, sometimes you hear people say, well, what's your religion? Oh, that's not my religion. They don't mean spiritual. They don't mean it sometimes spiritually. They just mean it in the way you're living and how you're moving. Sometimes. So basically, what I say when I'm talking about when it comes to wordplay is we take things out of context, and people that have ulterior motives will take things and twist it and make it mean something else. Like like way back in my day, like, man, I sure am feeling gay today. Like, yeah, me too. But now it has a weird twist because back in the day, gay meant happy. That's what it really means. Now people are like, oh, I'm not that way. Oh, because of the twist they put on it. See, one word gets twisted to mean all these different things, and that causes confusion. And see,
Yeah,
when you facing an enemy, your enemy will put things in a different twist. Like religion has been redefined, the actual word. And then you put these gatherings and all these different other elements behind religions. Oh, well, in my religion, this is what we do. This is how we do. I think when you spiritual, it's just one divine law, and it's universal, and it's the way everybody should move when you get to the core of it. You know what I mean? You know,
absolutely.
it's just
Let
like,
me let me respond to Rick Jackson's question: who's true? If we can all agree that African/Black people been in America for the last 400 some odd years, and we've been going through hell for 4 centuries. That's a truth. That's something that's tangible and real. So
mhm,
when we say truth, we're simply talking about that which is verifiable, that which enhance life and living. It's like we don't care what you call yourself. I care more so how you conduct yourself all day, every day. So
yeah,
when we talk about truth, we're talking about that which promote and enhance life and living from an African perspective. Why Africa? Why African perspective? Because that's where all things in creation emanated or started from. So it's called the building blocks of life. So I pray I answer your question, Rick. Impress OA, feel free to hit the panel. She said religion creates division.
yeah.
Spirituality creates unity. Absolutely. Rick, what's up with you? What's up with you, Rick?
Big Rick, what's up, man?
Hey, Donald.
Rick, can you hear us? Black,
Yeah, I can hear you.
what's up with
Listen,
you?
I just wanted to say I can't agree with you, sir.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I can't agree with you. Okay, we don't need no religion, man.
Yeah, okay, so you agree with me then?
Hold on, man. I'm sorry, man. I got so many things going on with you playing, man. I'm sorry. Nah, I partially agree with you. I heard what you said. You said we don't need no religion, right?
Yeah, I said religion is the problem.
Yeah, religion is.
I said, I said earlier that if we get together and we threw this spirituality thing out there, and for me, spirituality is doing that which promote life and living. Your wife make those nice body creams and teas and herbs and spices because she's a healer. And for me, that's spirituality. That's on the other spectrum, on the other side of religion. So my premise is that religion is causing havoc in the world, is messing people up.
Yeah, you're right. But black people love religion so much, man. We done. We done. You might as well hang it up. You might as well hang it up. It's over. Just hang it up. We love. We love. We love. We love. We love. We love baby Jesus too much, man. We love Super J. That's
Yeah,
all it is to it, man. Baby Zeus.
That's good. That's up.
that's true. That's true.
Hey, Black, let me ask you a question. So you saying it's just over for our people?
It's over. It's over. It's not over, but I kind of believe like we just gotta have everything got to fall down and come back up, man.
Yes, yeah.
It's got to be destroyed. Everything, everything. It don't everything. Every religion on the planet, all of them. The them, and all of them, man. All of them. They gotta go because it seemed like every last one on the planet has a coordinated trying to is against black people. It's like all the religions, all the top people from all the religions know the truth, and they all seem like they banding against black people to keep black people down from knowing the truth. Because it don't matter what religion you have, if you go back to the root of any one of them, it's niggas. So even the Asians, the Indians, the white people, no matter which one you go to, Polynesians, Australian niggas, all of them, it's niggas. So for me, I'm sorry. For me, I ain't sugarcoating it. I can't play with these. Look, when I be talking to religious people, man, I be feeling like I'm talking to somebody reading a Harry Potter book. How can you even take them serious? You a
That's
good
facts.
person, but all of a sudden you believe in some fantasy shit stuff. So for me, it's over, man. Everything got burned down. I don't know if you remember when them churches in Notre Dame burned a couple of years ago. Man, I was a happy buck boy. I was having this boy. I had a party, boy. I was hoping for the fight.
I'm with you 100%. Hey,
Yeah.
Raymond Hill say, what's our thoughts on Black Islam? Raymond, I say, come on and ask your question. Come on the panel.
Black Islam is black Kemetic, man. Ain't no such thing as black Islam or black Christianity. To me, ain't no such thing as nothing. It's black. That's it. Ain't no Islam, ain't no it's black. Ain't no Buddha niggas, all that.
And that's what I was saying earlier. Black, that all these religions, everybody is right. So according to your perspective, you're gonna think everybody else that's not doing what you're doing is wrong.
Everybody's
And
right.
that is the problem. But for me, we got to get back to a point in time where none of that existed. And you dealt with astrology, you dealt with nature, you understand, and you dealt with human ecology, just dealing with each other.
Yeah, but we so far
Yeah,
away from that emotional or spiritual part of ourselves, man. We so far away from that because we distracted with all the shit that's happening every day.
Yeah.
We can't even care for nobody like that, or care for people on a mass that group, you know, on a level, because we see so much death every day on the TV. I hate the news. You know, to me, the news just shows suffering. So, you know, we've been bombarded with this shit, and it's hard.
yeah.
It's hard. How I don't understand how we can come back unless it all burned down.
I
Now,
kind
what
of
he
feel
just said is biblical because that's exactly what's going to happen.
We got to.
yeah. A lot of major scholars they say, man, when the earth reach a point in like information, it's always a restart. It's always
Well,
a restart.
look at it like this too. I mean, we so blind and so straight narrow, not thinking. Imagine if the earth was alive. I mean, imagine this thing that we live on is an actual living thing. Okay, how much is it gonna take? Look at all the pollution. Look at all the shit in the air. Nobody don't care. How much is, and then people don't realize we connected to the earth. You
Uh-huh.
know, so your emotions could be going, you know, the earth might be making us feel a certain type of way. It might be all a bubbling point, you know, but we don't care. Nobody cares. The way they putting stuff in the air, the way the food is now, the water. You know, you see some of the trash in the oceans. No one cares, seeing like, man.
Hey, Rich, Damo, look at it this way too, right? If if you caught a virus or a cold, your body is going to literally heat up to try to ward off that foreign agent. It's going to try to ward off that which is causing it harm. And it's like the majority of people on the planet have become a cancer.
Yeah.
So I, I feel like because the earth is a living being, a living entity, like you saying, Rick, a lot of us might have to be cycled out. You know
Hey,
what I mean? So
hey, got to go. Got to go. Just start over. You
Yeah.
gotta go. I
Now,
mean, it's
biblically,
gotta happen. And then people don't realize we on the sun cycle, man. Just ain't like the earth got a yearly cycle. The sun also has a cycle. And it's a 26,000 year cycle. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of times people, a lot of races don't make it through the whole cycle of the sun. So we still got a long way to go to get to our destination. But when we get there, you know, ain't no telling when we come around that corner, everything might burn up because people don't look at the history on the planet, man. It's a lot of things that's happened in the past that supposedly we don't understand or we can't have no explanation about, but it's out there, and it may have something to do with astrology, astronomy.
I'm inclined that it does. And somebody somewhere, and I want to say the elites, the true power behind what we think is the power. They know this. They know the truth of the truth of the truth. And they've
They
known
definitely
this
know.
from back then. Every nation knows the truth to a certain degree except us.
Stuff for us. It's
And
amazing
that's the
how the
sad
Vatican
part.
had the big, the Vatican had the biggest telescope on the planet at one point.
Right. And like, why
Why?
would they
Why?
need
Why?
that?
Why?
Why?
Why? Why?
I was just talking about that earlier.
So we gotta be, we gotta be hip. But that might not be an issue for us to be concerned with. That might be an issue for everybody else to be concerned with. People of the planet, I don't know if they had anything to worry about.
Hey Rick, let
Because
me
the
ask you this,
sun.
right? Like we talked about like a restart. If it did take place before, how do you think it happened? What went down? You know what I mean? You ever wrap your mind around that?
I'll be honest with you, I've been scared, man. That's too deep. Because this, for me, it's two different types of ways. Okay,
Yeah.
the sun went around. So suppose the sun did a whole cycle, take 26,000 years. When when it do something, hold on, is that me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was saying, when the sun do a cycle, there's no telling. Maybe it did a cycle or something, and it came back around and shit blew up. I don't know. But I mean, if you believe in quantum physics, I mean, I don't know. Everything could. Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. I seriously be thinking it's been a reset sometimes, but I think it's been closer than further away. Like it wasn't thousands of years ago. It was like a couple of hundred years ago or something. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I
I
don't
agree
know.
with that. I like that because when you get into quantum physics, that it combines space and time to the
Too
point where
much.
time is irrelevant and
Too.
non-existent.
Well,
It's
time
only
really isn't. Time really don't exist, kind of
right.
anyway.
See, and that's the whole thing, and that's a weird thing. I saw an Instagram post, sort of similar to what we're talking about right now. And one thing we've been conditioned to, oh, we're running out of time, time. If you get conditioned to this false concept of time, you stop living.
Well, hold on. Let me say one thing. It's funny you say this. Me and my son was talking about this last night.
Hmm,
Now, for example, time don't exist,
right.
but
But
I
it
saw it.
does.
When I click on a YouTube video, they want me to wait 45 seconds for the next video to start. Okay, I
Right,
want my
yeah.
45 seconds back. Now,
Right.
the
Yep.
way I'm seeing it, I was like, well, if time don't exist, 45 seconds really shouldn't be nothing. Why am I tripping off
Right.
45 seconds? But as from
Right.
the advertiser's point of perspective, they getting 45 seconds on me. So time do exist.
Right. It's like it doesn't and it don't, but it exists here because a lot of people not spiritual and we adhering to the elites. And I mean, think about it. The elites recondition the masses, and once that happens, it's a wrap. You open the Pandora's box for confusion. So it's like you
Yeah,
said, everything has to go for it to get back on track.
yeah. But remember, everything the elites giving us right now is being reinvented. They ain't coming up with nothing new under the
Oh yeah,
sun.
yeah,
We did
yeah,
all that stuff. Even when it comes to the hours of the day, or when you
yeah,
see 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we came up with that whole concept.
yeah.
Okay,
There
and it
was
was called horse. They used to call it one horse, two horse, three horse. We came up with the whole mathematication, time, the concept of a calendar, everything. This whole thing, time, was created by niggas. So again, anything beyond that, anytime I hear some other people talking about a perspective which they really can't phantom or they don't know, but they can only tell us, shit that they didn't learn, what they think it means. I feel they can't tell us really anything, man. Because blacks created everything. Even when you see TV shows right now, all the TV shows are redone. They recreations of older TV shows. It's like nobody can come up with nothing new. The
Oh
only way,
yeah,
the only people who can come up with something new is niggas.
yeah, that's true.
Watch.
Very creative.
It's for chaos. Some crazy shit. Look, Alabama boat brawl. Remember they was fighting and stuff.
Mhm,
Who else will make a chair popular?
true.
Black people celebrated the chair. When dude ran around beating people with the chair, black people grabbed the chair, started making earrings, and at Walmart they were sold out. We
That's
do
a
shit
fact.
off chaos, man. We
Yeah.
make greatness, crazy stuff from chaos. We the only people who could do it. So for me, nobody else even really matters. It's just a facade.
Yeah, there's a lot of other elements that work against us too. But like I said, a lot of us just don't realize it, or we don't want to see it, or uh, explore it, or do the research on it. And
Peace.
everybody's too sidetracked with these reality shows, just keeping us distracted from getting back to some form of true reality and spiritualness.
Right?
Because
It's
a lot of
almost
this is fluff now. It doesn't serve a purpose.
it's
You
almost
know?
non-existent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that is
Hey
good,
man, so
man.
what y'all think? What y'all think is going to look like in America for the next 5, 10 years, man?
I don't
Is it
know,
going to
dog.
get better?
Well, I don't know what's better because for me, this is what they want.
Yeah.
The way I'm seeing it, how he get elected anyway? This is what the people want. I don't know what people. I don't not too many out of all the people I know. I know maybe 4 Trump voters out of maybe let's say 100 people. So he got elected by somebody.
That's why all I can just sum it up to is that at least and it's somebody above who we think is really in charge.
That's why it don't matter to me
Yeah.
because we're not making the decisions. Seem like
Yeah, exactly. Like we pawns in a chess game.
unless chaos happens. See,
Pawns in the chess game.
when some crazy shit hit the game fan, but nobody knows what's gonna have in control. Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump was the chaos. We got to be the chaos. Not, I ain't saying get out there fighting and
Right.
burning buildings down. Nah, that's
Yeah, we gotta shake them up differently.
We gotta do
not the
something
way they
different, man.
expect
We
us
gotta
to
be
do
the
it.
chaos up here or something. We gotta do something different.
We got to be the chaos like Jasmine Crockett, bringing some truth and accountability to some of these folks, or at least trying.
Yeah, she's doing a good job.
Yes.
She out and she yelling it out there too.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's the key for me. Until there's some chaos out there, until there's some it's over.
So black, you were saying earlier that it's all about us, all about black people, right?
Yeah,
So what happened to us, man? We was on the top. What happened?
we still on the top. You gotta understand, man.
It
When you
don't look
talking
that
about
way.
it look like it don't matter how it look. Everything is a disguise any goddamn way. People think we went to the moon. People, you look at TV
Oh my
to
God!
get
No, don't even get me started on the moon.
Look,
Jeez,
you look at
Louise.
people. You look at TV. We look at TV, and these people that we looking at on TV trying to look like us. So,
Right.
so who the hell? So it's all a facade, man. I don't believe. I don't care. I don't believe. Nah, it's all about black people, man. If you take blacks off the planet today, the planet would shut down. They don't have
Yeah.
nothing new coming. They can't look. This whole
They wouldn't
concept,
know
for
how to
example,
exist.
this whole concept of God, religion, for example, they couldn't have came up with it by themselves. It took niggas to have a spirituality religion, and then they took theirs off the spirituality and turned it into a god. They can't come up with nothing new. The only motherfuckers who can come up with new shit is niggas. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. It's like the concept of the truth and the lie went swimming, and the lie got out and put on the truth clothes and said, "I'm the truth. Believe in me." And that's when the BS started.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, and it spiraled into
Look, all
where
of
we
them,
are
though. It ain't
today.
even matter. It don't even matter which one you talk. Look, and when I got to Mormonism, I done had it. Okay. I can't take John Smith and went through North Carolina, found some gold tablets and shit and all this. Come on, man. And people rah for that. I'm done. I can't even talk to these people, man. What are we talking about? What? Come on, man. I got a job, man. I go to, I can't talk to these people, man. They crazy as shit.
Yeah, that's why it gets back to you just gotta start being spiritual, man, because we were not in the beginning, but we are witnessing some of how the confusion starts. Like Donald Trump, everybody is surprised at him. The man told you what he was going to do before he got in the office, and then he's doing it, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's doing this." Well, he told you he was going to do it, so why are you shocked?
Hey, listen,
You know,
You gotta respect. You gotta respect the man. He tell you what he gonna do. He do it, execute it, implement it. Now it's for you to do what you need to do.
yeah, man,
no,
we got,
yeah, yeah,
we,
yeah,
At
yeah.
least he ain't trying to be slick and all that. He
yeah,
telling you straight up, man. This is what I'm
yeah,
gonna do.
man.
Oh, he trying to be slick. What you talk about? He ain't trying to be slick. He's still trying to be slick.
I think it's
Man,
more
yo,
troll level.
slick is
Nigga
It might be
troll
the
slick.
over,
slickness
but
involved,
he
but not
learned.
half
No
as much.
way.
He's more of a troll and
Yeah, but you gotta
straightforward than
understand,
slick.
he knows the means behind that TV. He
Oh
know how
yeah,
to manipulate us and people. He knows all that stuff. It's all about manipulation of us. We the prize. I'm talking about everybody
Hey,
now. It's
you
all
think
about our
that
mind manipulating us through the TV.
you
oh
think that
yeah.
feud between him and Elon? That's all. That's all. That's all.
Manufactured. I don't know. I think it's real because Trump don't be faking beefs.
Raymond said Trump is a blessing to Black Americans.
Why? Because he making blacks. Why? Because he making blacks do it. What? Why? Why? I don't get it. Why?
I kind of like what he's saying. You know why, Rich? Because he's reminding Black people that America is still America,
That's cool.
and we
But we don't
still,
need so we need reminding, huh?
man, we forgot.
Some of us do.
We
I'm not
forgot.
gonna lie. Some of us do. Some of
Come on,
this,
Rich.
some of the
You
young
know that.
generation,
Maybe
some of
them
the older
youngins,
generation, some
maybe
of
them
us do though.
youngins, but all you gotta do is take a
Yeah.
ride down 95 South and turn off when you get to North Carolina, Georgia, and hit one of them side roads, man. It don't take much reminding. People just dumb as shit. The younger people don't know what their parents and grandparents went through. So they have no knowledge or care. They don't know. When I hear all these niggas on the YouTube and all these places talking about what they wouldn't be and all this other stuff, I be listening to y'all niggas. Y'all crazy as hell. If you had to walk in your grandfather's shoes in South Carolina 70 years ago, they don't need reminding. You just go certain places, they'll tell you now. So nah, I just think niggas stupid. We too caught up on the cracker. We love Jesus too much. We love all this other shit. Niggas just dumb, and it's over. I don't mean to say it like that, but it's over, man. Unless you took your ass back to Egypt and tried to learn something, it's over, man. Just give up. Hang it up. Just might as well cut it over.
It's
It's
not so
over.
much of a reminder. It's more of
It's over,
trying to
man.
gain control. Most of Black, they get comfortable. Yeah, absolutely, Naveed. We got
Not so
comfortable.
much. It's not so
We
much
had
of
all
it.
the finest cars, the big houses. We got a little money. We got 6 figures in the bank. We
We got
forgot.
comfortable. So why we can't? So a hard-working
Hey, brother,
person.
hey, it's Naveed
But I'm
talking.
just saying. I'm just responding. So you can't get
Respond.
comfortable. You can't get comfortable. My parents who worked 30
Nah, not
years, 50
behind,
years.
not behind enemy lines, brother.
So what's the
Absolutely
enemy
not.
lines? What's the enemy lines? Your home?
Man, we woke up, me and you articulate in English. What's
Right.
our native tongue? What's our native dress? What's our dish? I'm trying to go to the Congo and figure some things out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel
And
that because see,
and we were
that's,
gonna play.
to a certain degree, some people need to learn.
You hear in the backdrop?
Huh?
That's all you hear in America all day, every day.
Yeah. That siren and all that.
That's all you hear. Pain, suffering, violence, hate. Like, yo, come on, man. We forgot.
That's why I say it's a combination. Some people need to know or learn for the first time. Some people still need to be reminded. Case in point, some things, even myself, I know about slavery, X, Y, Z, but from being overly comfortable a little bit, I said, wait a minute, what am I doing? I need to refocus and start getting back into spirituality and certain other things. Needed that reminder. Now, what you're saying,
when you say
comfortable, all of us, though. That's all of us. We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
And that's why we need each other to help us to help each other get to the next point. And the next point, for me personally, I don't think it's there. We got to, I'm not saying that all of us should just uproot out of America. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is that we got to make our connections to environments outside of there, though. So in times of need, you can get out, get some reprieve, tap into your family on the continent. You know what I mean? And America is not the only place that we have. We getting our heads hit over there, man. On just Mother's Day in DC alone, over 10 people get shot on Mother's Day. That's crazy.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know,
it's black. That's facts.
Yo, but this is the problem, though. Okay, but who did the shooting? Who did the head busting?
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying. But we did it. So still, you can't take the ghetto out. You can take the nigga out the ghetto, but you can't take him out of him. So the niggas need to stop acting.
No. We need to be continuously reminded of who we are. One of the first principles in Kemet is to know thyself. So if I don't know thyself, I am not going to look at my brother like he's Amhotep, like he's a god. So what? I'll take that pistol out and shoot him down in the street because I forgot. I got amnesia. I forgot that, man, he's me. So when I shoot my brother, that's a level of self-hate. But if I was tapped into some brethren and some sisters in the Congo, that when I go home, I see the beauty of our people. And then when I come back to America in the city, then I'm looking at each corner like these are little mini villages. So Southeast ain't really Southeast. It's just a place where a lot of our people congregate and they smoke and they drink because that's what we did in the village. I start to remember some things. So don't say that it's just, nah, brother, we need to be connected to that continent. Any other race of people do it. They make their money in America and then they go back where they're from. They take the resources back to Israel. They take their resources back to China, back to India. Why can't we do the same?
Because we too greedy, Samal. We too greedy.
And I agree with what you said, Samal, and I agree with what Rick said about
that's the case.
The ghetto terminology. That's true too. Both sides are true. Both of y'all
Damo,
right.
Damo, how did the ghettos? How was it created? How was the projects made? It was an idea.
That's what I was. It was red line and
Come on, brother.
Everything.
It was. The reason is a liquor store at every major corner.
Absolutely.
In DC. It was intentional.
And a church across the street from churches.
Yeah, that was strategic, right? Putting it right next to the church. Two contradictions.
I'm gonna tell you what else was strategic. Don't no black man bring cocaine and crack into the neighborhoods. We don't own cargo ships, Damo. Right. You know who owns cargo ships? It's called the government. It's called military. They're the ones that bring all that stuff up in here. So we can't sit up here and say, man, niggas and ghetto. All that was, the nigga was created. We wasn't always that.
Right, yeah.
No, the American nigga was created, but it's still a shoot off.
Like that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. when I say niggas, I use niggas like the word Bama. It's twofold for
Right.
me, threefold, fivefold. I'm using it in a lot of different meanings. I mean it in a negative way and a very positive way too.
Right.
Yeah,
So
Right.
when you know when I'm talking about them niggas in Africa, or when I look, my number one, I love niggas. Period. Black,
I know where you're
super
going.
black. Right. So super black. That's all I care
Ethiopian
about.
term.
Yes,
Ethiopian
sir.
term.
Right, nigga, right. So for me, and I know the root word of that means royalty.
Absolutely.
So kingship. So even when I use it to people who don't understand what I'm trying to say to them, I know how I'm presenting it. Even though if I put a fierce behind, some little grunt shit behind it, still know
Right.
how I feel when I'm trying to explain it and when I'm
Yeah.
giving credit to people for it.
You see, you go
I
back there,
see.
Rick.
There you go.
What's up? What's up? Good discussion tonight, family.
She's talking about what's up, what's up. Great discussion tonight, family. Hey, black man, I'm with you 100%, man. But
This is
Damo, we're gonna wrap this one up. We're going on the hour.
Man, we got the big Rick on the man. He dropping
I'm sorry, y'all.
some good contrasting information here. You want to get rid of us already,
Yeah,
man? Come
Damo,
on,
he came on here trying to hit my head, and he
Hey, I'm
agreed.
sorry, man. I want to apologize, okay? I know yeah, nah.
But you know what though? This is good because we was able to talk constructively and not really get triggered by one another, and we resolve peacefully.
That's very
a good
nice.
conversation.
That's very nice.
Absolutely, Damo. But my man Raymond said, but brother, that N-word is racial slur any way we use it. So
Right?
if you Google Negus, that's Nugus, you will find the meaning and the real essence of the word Negus. It's a term of royalty that was that they used in ancient Ethiopia, ancient Kush. Negus is a term that they took and put negative connotations on it. So amongst the family, we know exactly what Rick was going at with that.
Hey, let me take it a step forward. Let me take a step forward. Let me
I love
take a
what
step
Rick
forward.
said. That
Let me take a
is
step
very
forward.
good.
Look. When black people talk to each other, or a European who never heard us speak, they may not be able to understand what we mean when we say it the way we saying it. Like I can
Right.
say to you right now, look, I love that shirt that Bama had on. They may not understand what the word Bama mean, or they may not, or we say that joint was fire. A European from back then, they may not understand the whole concept of what we trying to say. So even right now, when you say something like nigga, when a black person said it amongst family back in the day, and you can read the dictionary or Google whatever, they meant it for royalty, and then you see a Caucasian or a European say it in a completely different tone and a completely different expression from it.
Right.
I'm saying it in a loving way. Them niggas saying it with an ER and with a grr and R, like a Viking.
Oh shit. Right. Yeah, see that because in the early, what I said earlier, some more wordplay and twisting the true meaning of words.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say I heard. Listen, I heard my man Seti say this. He said them Bama's are Vikings, and when they say stuff like that's from that that's that grunt, and they roll with it, man. The whole expression, the whole meaning behind it is completely different than black people when they say it amongst each other. So right now we've been so caught up in their world.
Right.
Everything they say is gold when it ain't.
Facts.
So for real, until we tear it all down, we done.
Yeah.
Respect to that, Rick. Appreciate you coming on, Damo. Appreciate you coming on.
No, man. Rick got me wanting to talk some more, boy.
Hey,
He's
man,
doing a lot of
some more. I apologize Samal, I apologize for this for everything,
No,
man.
you good, brother. You good, man. Nerd Novatech, Raymond Hayes, Impress 08, LaVie. I appreciate all of you spending a little bit of time with the Artist Journal with Samal. I pray that all of you all going forward with your days continue, to be blessed. I pray everybody's family is doing good. A little plug for myself. Please visit our online Etsy store at artisans.etsy.com. My brother Richard has a nice, beautiful store in Wheaton Plaza across from Victoria's Secret. Please support the energy over there. He got oils, shea butters, jewelry, crystals, teas, paintings, all kind of stuff. So hit Richard up. And right there on the screen, you see artisans.etsy.com. Had a little situation, family. I know I expressed to you guys that we are opening up our first workshop/gallery. Just to find out we got back from Nairobi and someone else took our spot. We went past there yesterday, Rick, and you had people up in there preparing a small restaurant and they're making food and stuff like that. So we got to hit the ground running and we got to continue to look for other spaces that we will find. We will find. But that hit me and Jessica, man, like a ton of bricks, bro. But again, family, I want to say appreciate all you guys for tuning in.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
Likewise, Richard.
Good talk.
I'm going to tune out right here just to tune back in. Chano.